Hi, Pisces friends. Welcome to Rebel Moon Tarot. Welcome back if you've been here before. This reading is for the first 2 weeks of October, your energies, how you may show up the first 2 weeks of October, what may show up for you. This is a general reading, so just take what resonates, leave behind what does not. Don't try to make it fit. All right. Yeah, be balanced. Even the cards coming out, Temperance. Be in harmony. First 2 weeks of October. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Wow, we got 2 queens here. You're doing it. You're doing it, Pisces. Look at that. Okay, let's stop here. First of all, for the first 2 weeks of October, we have the Temperance card and the Hierophant card as major arcana. So the overall energy is one of knowledge, one of balance, one of one of appreciating that with the good comes the bad, that things are cyclical, that things are always in motion. There's a higher knowledge involved in your world, in your reality, that it's important to remember that we have free will and we have the ability to make changes and live our lives the way that we wish. But there's also a world around us that is moving forward continuously at its own pace. So sometimes you can break the mold and sometimes you have to go with the flow. And that Temperance card is a recognition of that. It's the harmony of give and take, the harmony of push and pull, right? We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So what this is telling me is you have just a beautiful a drive, a really fine-tuned intuition. You have creative ideas. You think a little off the beaten track, right? You are unique, and the Queen of Pentacles gives me the energy that you're very blessed. You have been very lucky, perhaps, in the past. You have everything that you need to succeed. The Queen of Pentacles is not worried about anything, really. She knows that she has the capacity to create her reality, and that's what that Knight of Pentacles does. So that Knight of Pentacles is that energy of movement, moving forward towards a goal or a project. Pentacles. Oh, there's all kinds of yelling upstairs. I hope you can't hear that. Okay, so now these queens can represent people in your life. They may be the same person. They may be you. Court cards can be an energy that encompasses a person or a situation. For example, the Knight cards tend to be kind of the pure group sometimes with us. Knights are always in motion, okay? They're always doing. They take the information from the page, that idea mindset, and they move it into action. So, for example, the Page of Pentacles may be the student, okay? The Knight of Pentacles would be the intern, okay? So the actual doing of the knowledge that that you gain. The Queen of Wands maybe is a person who represents your ideal, okay? They are your motivation. They're your, they're that person that always knows how to get something done, always has a very interesting perspective on a situation, maybe one that varies from the norm. All queens are maternal and nurturing. They're a very intuitive, of all the court cards, they're the intuitive ones, right? They're the ones who express their energies less by forcing it and more by living it or embracing it, embracing the qualities. So the Queen of Wands isn't telling you to what to do and how to do it. She's inspiring you by what she's done and how she's done it. And the Queen of Pentacles is generous in a way that only a Queen of Pentacles can be. She is giving to you the practical things that maybe you need to be successful. So the Queen of Pentacles is giving you the financial support. She's giving you the physical support. She's physically helping you. She's sharing and gifting you with nourishment, with money, with information, with guidance and support. The Queen of Pentacles is the person you go to when there's something that you need, okay, to move you forward, right? I feel like you will be in the first 2 weeks of October either really relying on these people or showing up in these energies yourself. So yeah. Let's see. Can we get more clarity? Like, okay. Maybe an example of what's happening. It's beautiful energy. It's energy of creativity, balance, harmony, slow and steady progressive movement forward, of increase in abundance, increase in blessings, increase in generosity, and it's all happening at the time and place and in the manner it's supposed to, okay? We have the Four of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Tower card, and we're missing one. Ooh, okay. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, please, one more card to finalize this reading for my, there it is, and the High Priestess. So the Hierophant and the High Priestess both show up in your reading. Bottom of the deck energy is the Wheel of Fortune. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to start with the bottom of the deck energy and explain that the Wheel of Fortune is just that. It's about a wheel, as you know, turns. And so too do our life cycles and situations. There's a flow. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. Sometimes everything's going right. Sometimes it seems everything's going wrong. There's the Wheel of Fortune. And it is this too shall pass kind of energy. And it's also in this situation saying to me that some difficult hardship kind of times, which is coming out here, is changing. Okay, so it's time with the Four of Swords for you to get some rest. That card is exactly as it looks. It's about getting some rest, putting your mind to rest, putting fears and concerns and you know, just putting all of that to rest. I think lately you've been really thinking about like the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands energy. The Seven of Wands energy is the fighter, right? She showed up to every obstacle. She has shot down every naysayer, you know, every time something has shown up in your world that is not something that you wanted or was a significant obstacle, you rose to the fight and you battled it. Okay, and you've worn the scars, you have the wounds, your body knows the score, as it were. So all of that has been heavy, right? If we carry around everything that we've experienced that has been challenging, like this Seven of Wands showing up as the warrior, if you always show up in that warrior energy, in that having just come fresh from a fight energy, it gets to be very, very heavy. That's that Ten of Wands, okay? That's carrying around the baggage, right? The Seven of Wands is where you've collected the baggage. It's each individual fight that's come at you. And sometimes things have come at you more than once. So, or in great numbers. So for example, if, you know, they say it happens in threes. So you get up this morning and the car dies. And so you're late for work and you go to work and you're fired, and then, you know, you get home and you're evicted. That's really high intense, just for, you know, example purposes, so that you get the feeling. But it's all these things showing up, but that's okay, you know. You fix the car, you get the new job, and you get the new house. I mean, that's what happens. But then that energy of, I can't believe that happened to me. I can't believe I had to suffer through that. That's a lot of weight to carry. It's time to let that go. And once you let the battle heavy, the battle weary energy, once you release some of that energy, then you will start to receive the most beautiful things you can ever imagine. Okay, you will live your best life, right? You know how to do this. The High Priestess and the Hierophant are there, okay? So you know how to exercise this energy. Just give me one moment. Sorry for the interruption there. You may not even have noticed, but let me see. Where was I? Yeah. So this Tower card tells me that you've kind of built a wall and lived in this tower, behind this wall, as protection. And that's not serving you in any way. And once you let all this energy of being in constant fight or flight mode, once you allow that tower to crumble, once you break down that wall, you'll really start to acknowledge and understand the growth, the wisdom gained. You'll start to really recognize how some of the most challenging situations in your life have produced some beautiful outcomes, right? Some beautiful knowledge that you can share with others. And just a reminder with the Wheel of Fortune card that whatever situation we're in is never totally stagnant and going to stay that way. It will change, and it will get better. And now's the time, right? So have faith. Trust in the universe. Trust in yourself. Trust your inner knowing. Trust your gifts. Trust your intuitive downloads. Trust your hits. Trust you, because you are this creative, abundant person, okay? You have steadily moved towards your goals. You have been that temperance card. You have balanced the energies as much as you could. So you went with the flow. You moved on. You had faith. You trusted in the universe and the highest good. But it's to be commended, these challenges and obstacles that you've faced and had to overcome, but it's so, so, so important that you let them go, that you leave that bag of wands at the bottom. Don't take it into this new home with you. Don't take it into this, and that may be actually, you know, that might be it. Maybe you are moving into a new home, and this negative, you know, fight or flight energy, this baggage that you've accumulated over the past maybe couple of years, that doesn't need to go with you. Whew. That's beautiful, Pisces. That's beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful. Queens and Knights and Temperance and Hierophant and High Priestess. Like, it's just your Wheel of Fortune. Like, there's some really big changes happening in your world. And show up for it. Oh, look at that. We've got an Angel Guide Oracle card for you. And your guardian angel is coming through. That's beautiful. I love when she comes through. Let's see what she has to say. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them since their soul's creation. Now your guardian angel is drawing closer to you than ever. This angel guide knows you, loves you, and accepts you completely. Before your incarnation on earth, you danced across the stars together. If you're feeling overwhelmed or alone at this time, know that your angel guide is with you to share their love and make you feel safe. You never walk this path alone. Angels are always there to light the way. This card is a huge reminder that you always have their help, support, and companionship available to you. And I'm going to read this extended message for you, Pisces, because I think you need to hear it all. You are an independent soul and often find yourself trying to do everything on your own. But know that even just a quick prayer to your guardian angel can take away some of the pressure. Your angel wants to hear more from you. In order to support you fully, they must be invited to do so. But then no request is too much. Your angel guide was made for you and is dedicated to you. So take time today for an easy and informal conversation with them. Speak openly and in a heartfelt way about your life, any challenges you are facing, and anything you need help with. Through that conversation, their help will find its way to you. When you draw this card, they want you to know they are with you. Your guardian angel is with you, okay? Remember that, my Pisces friends. Now we're going to get a card or two from the Sacred Medicine Oracle, whatever comes through for us today. Let's take a look. Love these cards. So remember, this is the first 2 weeks of October's energy, something you need to know. We have one there, and that's the one. Let's see. We have Ancestral Love Tending, number 8. I've never had this card come through before. This is a first. Let's see. The many ancestors of your lineage come forward to remind you that you are surrounded by the love of thousands. With their hearts wide open, they offer you waves of compassion that inform your belonging. Have you ever felt like you do not fit in? Does generational trauma keep you from knowing the truth and depth of your identity? The ancestors remind you that you are not made up of percentages of your heritage. You are whole as you are. If there are moments where you grieve what has been lost, please know that your ancestors hold you in tenderness. They call you home to yourself and remind you that nothing is ever gone. There's deep wisdom of those who came before you that floods through your veins. It is the highest vibration of love. Watch for animal medicine, songs, scents, synchronicities, and other ways your ancestors are showing up. Pay attention to each message, as the veil is thin and their communication is vital for you to hear, absorb, and surround yourself with. You are never alone. You belong. Lean on their love to uplift and affirm you. And a healing affirmation for you to say to yourself, say out loud, say under your breath, say in your head. As I call on my ancestors, I feel supported, seen, and held. And again, as I call on my ancestors, I feel supported, seen, and held. My Pisces friends, what a beautiful message you've received today. Kind of close out your message with angel numbers or angel number. We'll see what comes through. When you see this angel number, wherever you may see it, you're being asked to remember the message on the card as well as the message in this reading. So you can see this number on receipts, license plates, telephone numbers, addresses, billboards, wherever you get the meaning. Okay. 777, good luck. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. You need to draw on your enthusiasm and your effort. Drama alert. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need time to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're headed in the right direction, and what appears to be a lull in activity is just a natural part of the process. So 1717, lots of sevens. Lots of sevens. This is also, I feel, an 88. So, okay, my Pisces friends, this has been your reading for the first 2 weeks of October. If it's resonated with you and you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to catch the reading for the last 2 weeks of October, maybe hit subscribe and you'll be notified when I upload that video. I also do weekly pick a card readings, so you might be interested in one of those. But until next time, my friends, all the best. Bye-bye.